investing in Ethiopia is Ethiopia also has a very good market access opportunity. As I have previously stated, there is a huge domestic market for foreign investors who want to produce and sell in Ethiopia. We have 110 plus population as the second largest populated country in Africa. We are also the member of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern African countries with close to 400 million population, and investing in Ethiopia will give an access also to those markets, nearby markets. We have access opportunity, duty-free and also quota-free access to United States markets through African Growth and Opportunity Act. At the same time, we have also access to European markets through EBA, which is everything but arms agreement. As a least developing country, Ethiopia has also access market to China, India, Japan, Canada and Australia through GSP, which is a generalized system of preferences that provides access to least developing countries. As you might be aware of, recently the African Continental Free Trade Agreement has been also signed by Ethiopia. When this continental trade agreement comes into effect, it will also provide huge African market access for foreign investors who are going to set up their manufacturing in Ethiopia. The other reason to invest in Ethiopia is Ethiopia is now becoming the aviation hub of Africa. Excellency touched upon it when introducing about it. Ethiopian Airlines is serving not only Ethiopia but also Africa and the rest of the world. It has more than 127 international destinations, out of which 62 is in Africa, 20 in Europe, 7 in North America, and also 24 destinations in Middle East and Asia. Locally, Ethiopia has also 22 domestic destinations. When we look at the flights to Canada, Ethiopia also has 5 flights a week to Toronto, and also working very hard to expand to 7 times a week to Toronto, and also eyeing to have more entry points in Canada in addition to Toronto. Ethiopia is working also to have to connect Canada not only to East Africa but also to the western part of Africa through Montreal. So Ethiopia is still working to expand this line to Canada so that it will facilitate the people-to-people relation among two countries. It has also 44 cargo destinations in 5 continents. It has also 2 cargo terminals. In general, Ethiopian, the freight that Ethiopian carries is about 2/3 of African freights has been handled by Ethiopian Airlines. When we look more into Ethiopian Airlines, it's a Star Alliance member, and it has passengers of, for example, in 2018 and 2019, it has served 12 million passengers, and also strategically targeting to reach this number 22 million in 2025. The cargo tolls capacity of Ethiopian Airlines, for example, in 2016 and 17 is 338,846 tons. Revenue-wise, in the same year, Ethiopia, in 2018 and 2019, Ethiopia has 4.2 billion US dollar revenue. It's growing very fast. The current fleets of the Ethiopian Airlines is about 126 in service, which are, and also 57 in order, and with less than 5 years fleet age. There are hubs also at Saguma and Lome and Lilongwe are the hubs. It has more than 17,000 employees and 100% owned by the government. The weekly flights of Ethiopian Airlines is more than 2,100, and every day there are arrivals and departures of more than 300 flights in Addis. The other reason why we have to look investing in Ethiopia is endowed with abundant untapped resources. There are mineral and energy resources yet which needs also to be explored. Ethiopia has more than 60% of working population out of the 110 million, very young, very trainable, and also very competent labor cost. So geographically, Ethiopia is also located as a crossroads connecting Africa with the Middle East and also Europe. It's a range of 10-hour flight from Ethiopia. It's possible. You know, people are living, about 6 billion people, world people are living within the range of 10 hours flight from Ethiopia. So the country is very safe to invest and also very convenient to live in. The climate is very low by African standard. Ethiopia, you know, the capital city Addis Ababa is the seat of the African Union. You know, there are lots of UN special agencies located in Ethiopia, many international organizations. In fact, it is the third multilateral, diplomatic center in the world now. The other reason of to invest in Ethiopia is the Ethiopian government is paying very high attention to massive investment in infrastructure, especially in the electricity, roads, railroads, and telecommunications. As you can see from the picture, the majority of the budget of the government is going to the infrastructure sector because the government believes that having the right infrastructure in place will help foreign investors to come and make their investment quite easily. This is a railroad connecting Addis Ababa with Djibouti. We have also many power stations, and we are trying to expand the production of electricity so that we can have enough supply of power for foreign investors who are coming to the country. The other priority, when we come to the priority areas of investment in Ethiopia, the government also gives priority to light manufacturing industries such as textile and garment, leather and leather products, apparel, agro-processing, and industrial parks. This is mainly because Ethiopia has a comparative advantage in those sectors. For example, the foreign direct investors can use local products for textile and garments and the leather products. Ethiopia is the first in Africa in having a huge livestock population and the ninth in the world actually. And there are enough supply of raw materials and enough supply of labor from tanning up to the finished product. There is very much attractive investment opportunities there. In terms of agro processing also, the country is highly, the economy of the country currently is highly dependent on agriculture, so there is a lot of agricultural products which can be processed and easily exported. There are also lots of industrial parks under construction. So these are the light manufacturing industries. When we look at the other sector also, there are basic import substitution. The government also gives priority to those sectors, those who are interested in metal engineering, construction materials, pharmaceuticals, and also chemicals. When we look at the agricultural sector for investment, as I have stated on the key information about Ethiopia, for example, Ethiopia has more than 10 million hectares of irrigable land, out of which 3% is only underutilization. So capable companies can come in and use those lands for commercial farming. There is also a very big opportunity for livestock and poultry production. there is a very big opportunity for horticulture and floriculture production in the country, for cotton plantation also. In the area of agro-processing, processing of meat and meat products, fruits and vegetables, dairy products, processing of coffee, baby foods, and also production of edible oil, spaghetti, noodles, and macaroni, sugar, making of wine, beer, and soft drinks are also other areas of agro-processing which the government is giving priority. When you come to mining, I will show you a very small video which shows the mining potential of the country. I will kindly ask you just to look, to tune into this video.
The origin of humanity, the land of source.